Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Krista.
And I'm Kara.
And we are the twins. And welcome to another week of wild and wacky chit-chats with the twins. Today is April 29th, and it is a beautiful, beautiful morning
The
here.
coloring of this video might be pretty dark, but we're...
Yeah. We've been kind of walking around town this morning, and we wanted to go somewhere that was fun, and this is fun, and so we apologize if the lighting isn't the best, but just have a listen, and if anyone has anything they would like to hear about today, or anything that's come up from any of the other videos that maybe didn't make sense, we are more than happy to get your ideas, and otherwise we'll just blab on about something this week.
Totally.
And like this morning we've been talking a lot about the spirit world, actually. And so I wouldn't mind, actually, if you guys are up for it.
And it's fitting because we kind of look like we blend in with the background here.
And so just talking about the spirit world and you're listening to your body, I just opened this page. And so I'm just going to read and see where it takes us, because that'll be fun. So this is from Talk to the Entities that Kara and I took in Fork Lake, Alberta in October of 2019. And I haven't actually even read this for a long time, so I don't even know what I'm reading, but I'm drawn to it, so we must all need to hear this.
Yes.
So listen to your body, it says. It is giving you information all the time about what is going on in your environment, seen and unseen. Oh, that's so funny because we've just been talking about this. Your body will give you information about what is going on with other bodies around you, and maybe even bodies that aren't around you. It will also give you information about, drum roll please, entities. And if you guys are like, what? We actually just had a morning coffee and ghost stories, all talking about body awareness, and you've been talking a lot of about being aware of your body lately,
And
and
like
asking
your body questions, and
exactly.
It's pretty neat.
And so last night I had a lot of anxiety come up, and like it happened to be like, well, I don't even know for sure because I didn't ask questions, but I believe it was the spirit world. And some of my feelings in my body that I perceive is like this feeling of an anxiety, and really like just listening to your body whenever it feels light or heavy or anxiety, just to remember to ask your body, like, just what is this? You know, like, body, what are you aware of that I'm going into confusion about, you know, and just rolling with it and just going with whatever comes to your mind, like, about it.
An easy way you can start practicing, and it is from that book, Right Body for You, and like a way you can practice like really starting to listen to your body is like asking it what it wants to eat. And I'll tell this story just because it just happened a couple days ago. It was on the weekend, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna practice this. So I went to the fridge and I opened it, and I was like, all right, body, whatever you want to eat, just start pulling stuff out. And so I pulled out some eggs and some coffee cream and some spinach and some cheese and a few other things. And then I would put each item in front of my stomach. And first I asked, like, body, show me yes. And my body tipped forward, and body, show me no. And it either stands still or it kind of backs up. And I was like, I had already drank like 2 cups of coffee. So I was like, that's kind of weird, but all right, I'll have more coffee. And then when I put the coffee pot in front, and it was like, body, do you want more coffee? I got no. And I'm like, well, what the heck? Like, that's so weird. And as it turned out, I made like kind of an omelet type thing and put just a little bit of cream in it. I was like, that's what it was for.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a good way to start trusting too, and listening to what your body
And that's
wants.
what we've just come to such an awareness of lately, is how much, like, we are part of our bodies, but we're also separate from our bodies. And our bodies have become like these things that have just known over time. It's become a habit for them. They've been hardwired to just be a certain way and react a certain way, so we don't even really have to do anything anymore. And
just on autopilot,
yeah,
right?
but our body is always trying to communicate with us
Always.
in so many ways. It's like constantly sensing things, and the more you can like start to talk to your body and trust your body, the easier life becomes. Like, I even just think about like the pain that I get in my hip, and it's like, well, body, what are you aware of that you're telling me? And like, it's just kind of neat thinking about how many aches and pains I have when I'm in certain places.
Yeah,
like when I'm at
you
work,
just all of
in
a
the health
sudden
center.
pick up a hip pain, right?
Yeah, or like when we were out for a walk and like just had pain in both hips, and it's like, oh, we're right by the manor. Like, who does this belong to?
And it can be so easy to just buy it as your own, and then you lock it into place, and then it does become yours. But if you ask questions like, oh, wait a minute, this just all of a sudden came about, like, who does this belong to?
Exactly. And then you can just let it go. And if you don't ask a question, though, then it becomes real, and then it becomes your issue, and then that is your point of view. It's like the point that you created it, but you can always go back, like, and destroy it and uncreate all of that if you are willing to start asking some questions and being aware of your body, like even what to wear, like if you want to wear a certain color, if you want to wear a certain outfit, and like really just trusting like your body as opposed to you, because it's our minds that are always like, I don't want to do that, or I don't want to, like, even when we went for a walk here this morning, our bodies just kind of like kept trying to guide us around, even though we're like, well, no, we want to go that way. Oh, well, let's just see
It's
what
like
happens.
my body's pulling me this way. Well, and Krista and I've known about the tool of like ask your body a question sort of thing. We were just talking about it last night. It's like I haven't allowed myself to really start playing with that because we need to be right and we need to be in control. I'm like, I don't want to give up that control.
Exactly. Like, even
I want to be the boss.
I was saying to Kara too, like the whole eating thing and the whole snacking thing. Like, I'm a little evening mouse snacker, and so like when I'm asking my body, like, what do you want to eat or what do you want to drink, I will purposely not ask it when I want to have a snack, because I don't want to know the the answer. And it's like, yeah, but what if you just did, like, and sometimes I do, and my body's like, yeah, eat junk food, like that's what we want.
Actually,
right
that's
now.
what I've been really surprised about, is the things that
that extra cup of coffee.
Yeah, it's like maybe I could quit judging myself and just listen to what my body is requiring.
Right? Because like we think and assume that just because we have like the proper foods to eat, the healthy foods
and
to eat,
studies show this and that, like,
then that's what you should do. And it's like, well, everything in moderation, right? And sometimes your body just does crave like a greasy, juicy burger. You know what? I have a feeling, I wonder if my phone is not taking any comments. So I've just noticed there are none. So if anyone is on here that has said hello or asked a question, I've been having some real issues with my phone the last few days. I don't know why, but so we're not ignoring you if you've made any comments. I just thought I would throw that out there. Yeah, so I don't know. I was gonna read some clearings here.
Oh, no, and there aren't any, so that's perfect. Oh, Laverne says hello. Hi, Laverne.
Okay, well, oh no, there she showed up there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, silly phone. Oh, but thank you for saying. Thank you for that. Yeah, I wanted to do some clearings here because I just really feel like I need clearings today. And like when I say clearings, it's like asking a question that just gets rid of some points of views and beliefs that you have, so that like we have so many things that like that we've made our reality.
Basically just like your house, like we shove stuff we don't need anymore in the closets instead of getting rid of it.
Exactly.
We do that energetically too, so these are just good ways to do a little spring cleaning.
Exactly. And just to, yeah, totally, like it's like taking one of those hoses like at the car wash and cleaning yourself with that, just blasting all the crap out of out of you. Okay, well, here's one that I just love so much. Everywhere that you have looked to other people to validate you and your reality, to create your life and tell you whether you are right or you are wrong, good or bad, will you destroy and uncreate all that? Times a gazillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
You could say that about
Yeah.
6 more times.
Everywhere that you have looked to other people to validate you and your reality, to create your life and tell you whether you are right or you are wrong, good or bad, will you destroy it and uncreate it all, times a gazillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. This one might really piss some of you guys off, but that's why I kind of hesitated.
I find humor in it because
me too. It
like,
smacks you upside the head.
It does. It really does.
Because every time we buy a point of view, we do really cut off a part of ourselves. We hide it, like, because we don't want to stand out. We don't want to, like, be that out in the spotlight, and we don't want to be judged. We don't want people not to like us. So we take a point of view, and then we're always trying to be right about it so that we can justify why we're choosing what we're choosing, even though we know that something's missing, but we're like, it's okay because then everyone will like me and then life will just be better because no one will judge me. And anyways, so what stupidity are you using to be as dense, unconscious, solid, and fixed as everyone else that you are choosing? And everything that brings up times a gazillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What stupidity are you using to be as dense, unconscious, solid, and fixed as everyone else that you are choosing? And everything that brings up times a gazillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
I could stop and say, like what we talked about this morning in our chit chats, was that, like, when you're hearing these questions, it's not about trying to figure out what the words mean, because the minute you try to go into figuring it out, you're going into your head, which the whole point of these clearings is to, like, get rid of those
get
thoughts,
you out of your
right?
head.
So more just like you can even visualize, like, cutting off your head and getting it out of the way for this next 10 minutes or so, and, like, feeling in your body, like, what's going on in your body.
And just allowing, like, this is your daily spring cleaning here this week, because, like, why do we need to carry all of that with us? Like, if something's not working anymore, would you be willing, even if you don't know what that is, would you just be willing to let it go, and knowing that by doing some of these clearings, it is allowing stuff to go
and
that's
it's
no longer serving
fun
you.
when you're just like, oh, like, what if I just, like, let go of this old baggage?
Exactly.
Like, just even for a day, like, just try it out.
Exactly.
It's
and like
fun.
we said yesterday in our private group, and then I think I said it even in my video, is just today, just do the opposite of what you normally would do, and see what fun comes your way.
The secret way to create change is to do the opposite of what you normally do.
Exactly. So, what stupidity are you using to be as dense and conscious, solid, and fixed as everyone else that you are choosing? Destroy and uncreate all that times a gazillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What stupidity are you using to not trust you totally that you are choosing? Everything that brings up times a gazillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad.
Here, if you find yourself yawning or, like, laughing or, like, getting angry or anything,
or wanting to punch us,
like, that's we release energies in so many different ways. So
and
let her
just be
go.
an allowance of whatever that looks like to you, and get out of your head. So I guess we should have said before starting all this, so every barrier you have up around you right now, just for now, would you just slam it down to the ground and expand yourself in every direction, making yourself so much bigger than any situation you're currently in, everything that's going on in your reality. Just for now, push beyond that and into a world of possibilities. Who or what are you defending for or against that if you not defend for or against it would create total ease with you? And everything that brings up times a gazillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Who and what are you defending for or against that if you did not defend for or against it would give you all of you? And everything that brings up times a gazillion, I now destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. all the distractor implants of doubt you are using to avoid claiming and owning what you know will you destroy and uncreate all that times a gazillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. So a distractor implant is like some sort of feeling or emotion that keeps us in this reality. It keeps us from doing the things we want to do. It's just another way of putting up a wall or a barrier
Like
around
doubt,
yourself.
fear, guilt,
Love,
rage,
even
shame,
like, yeah, like
regret.
all the feelings,
Yeah.
like, and because this world doesn't want us for whatever reason. I don't even know, like, nobody even knows.
Everybody wants to somehow stay in the soup pot.
Yeah, and like where that ever started,
Yeah.
you know, and so it's just not normal not to. And so the best way to do that is to listen to your body and follow that magical energy trail to where you want your life to be and start having fun with it. Like, start making it like a game of life where you're just like, if I could just be me today and I could just be an allowance of me today, what would I choose today? What would I do? Like, what kind of fun could we have? Like, we just think that we grew up and we're these serious adults and like life is so serious and you can't have fun, you can't let your hair down, you know, you've got...
But not to go into judgment of how you've been operating up until now, because I mean we've been...
Nothing's right or wrong,
Yeah.
good or bad, you know, it's just all a bunch of interesting points of views that we all have. And yeah, so really, like, it's just like, where am I now? And like, where have I come from? And all of that stuff that I've brought forward with me, you know, that stuff that's just like weighing you down,
A little
and
heavy in the background.
yeah, like, you can just let that go and your body will feel that. Like, all these aches and pains and headaches and, you know, like, anxiety, all these feelings and physical pains, like, that is from us ignoring our bodies and not following the guidance from our higher selves and from our body. Like, that's the best way that we can start playing with this, is to just listen to our body.
And for a really simple example, and this is again out of that book Right Body for You, but it's like, he talks about, like, if you're cold and you're like shivering outside and someone like offers you a jacket or a blanket and you're like, oh no, you know, being all tough, like, I'm good. It's like, that is being unkind to your body, because your body is clearly cold. I was like, oh, that's an interesting way of looking at it.
Totally.
Yeah.
I love it.
Simple.
So simple. Yeah. And so I guess in the beginning I started talking about like spirits too. Like, there's all sorts of ways to listen to your body. And like, we are in such a world where like it isn't just us, even though we can't see necessarily with our physical eyes.
Our bodies are such good energy sensors, right?
Yeah, so like, it's
listening
just like,
to what's going on.
It'd be just fun right now if everyone could just get really present and close your eyes if you want, because sometimes we have to close our physical eyes to become more aware, because our eyes, what we see, makes us go into our brain.
Use your senses.
Just pushing all your barriers down. And not to make any of this significant, no matter what you sense or don't sense. Everywhere that you are already trying to go into your head about hoping you get it right and hoping you feel something, will you destroy and uncreate all that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, puck, all nine shorts, boys and beyond.
Because we all sense everything in different ways.
Exactly.
So do what works for you.
And just ask your body to show you what it's aware of. Whether it's other bodies, people without bodies, or just something that your body is wanting of you today.
I'm all of a sudden very aware of like the roots and like the energy of the trees and stuff around us too. It's like,
I like that.
Tap into the nature spirits.
And you might just get like some sort of thought that comes to your head. or your body just might feel like gravity is pulling it in a certain direction. Like that happened to me last night. I was like, I should have this bath. And then I was like, well, but I don't feel like it. And so you know how you're like, you decide something in a moment and you're like, well, I don't want to. And so then you just assume for the rest of the day you don't want to. But it's like no choice in every 10 seconds.
You can ask again.
You can ask again. It's like everything is so much easier. But we come to one conclusion about in the moment I don't want to do this. And then we develop the point of view that that's like something that's forever. And it's like, no, just now, you know. And then I ended up.
That one's a tough one to remember. Choice in every 10 seconds. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I was just like, yeah, if my body like felt like it was just like pulling me towards the bathroom.
You know when sometimes you just randomly like just start doing something, it's like your body's like, we're doing this.
Yeah. And we often want to resist it because we're like, no, I know what to do. I know what I have to do.
I'm in control.
I've got a plan. This day is going to happen like this, this, and this. I'm going to do this, and then my next step is this, and then I'm going to be pissed off along the way because it's not how I thought it was going to be, and it's not working out.
And all along, your body's trying to tell you, like, a fun way to go,
exactly.
Right?
And that's just it. A fun way to go where it's like you can have enjoyment in every day, no matter what you're doing, whether you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're doing these chores that you don't normally like to do. It's like, well, ask a question. What can make this more fun right now? And then just going with that awareness and always, always, always getting out of your head about what that's going to look like next. And it does take practice.
It is a practice, like, for sure. But it just gets easier and easier as the time goes on.
And so the most simple way, which is our goal again for everyone today, including myself and you,
is to simply do the opposite of whatever you normally do.
Yeah, exactly. So,
and when you catch yourself in those moments, like I'll catch myself like just resisting or reacting to the same old thing, and then I'll like all of a sudden stop in my tracks, and it's like, okay, am I willing to be wrong right here? And sometimes I'm like, no, I'm not, and I'm just going to continue being mad.
And when you are, though, it's like, and I'm an allowance of myself for that.
And then other times it's like, okay, like what else could we do here?
So it's like if you do find yourself being mad, just be like, well, what if what if I didn't have to be this time? Would I be willing to not? And then just see what happens. Like just see what comes out of it. It's like, because then you just like
feels
laugh.
like such shittery actually to me, because it's like it's just something so opposite of what you normally do, right?
And I think you will laugh in delight because you'll just be like, well, that really is easier. Like that really
and
is
it makes
lighter.
you like laugh and have fun
and really gets you into knowing that there is other possibilities.
There's
out there.
Always another possibility.
So, my friends, just really let that sink in. And if you feel like you missed a lot of that or you didn't understand a lot of that, we were just talking, like what Kara and I often do is like I have myself a set of earbuds, and I'll just like when I find a video that talks to me, what I don't really know how, I'll like just play it while I'm like cleaning my house or like, you know, doing stuff in the yard or like wherever you are. Like you don't like if you, because I know everybody's time is super valuable and that we all feel like we don't have time for this or that, you know, but if you make the time to listen to this stuff while you're doing it, just takes those normal thoughts you'd be thinking about.
That's what I love. I love finding different clearings and stuff like that, and it gets you out of your head. And I'll just like actually this purse right here, I'll like just put it around me and do like clean my house or go for a walk while listening to different clearings, and it's just
like invite different things into your life,
into your mind.
Into your mind. Like start putting clearing loops on, or listen to The Secret on Netflix. Like put that on and just listen to their words. Or if there's any video like that we have, just listen to it over and over again, because you do hear things different every time you listen. And as you listen to new things that aren't you being a jerk to yourself, then you're all of a sudden like, oh, because it is such a practice and it's so subtle. And listening to your body again is
that's my number one thing I'm working on, playing with right now, we'll say, is really asking. And if you want, like, just seriously, like, put a food item, like, right in front of your stomach, and, like, first ask your body, like, show me yes and show me no, and then just play with it. Like, it's so entertaining, and it's, yeah.
Even what your body wants to wear, if it wants to nap, if it wants to exercise, if it wants to dance, if it wants to roll around in the grass, put its bare feet.
And you really got to get out of your head, though, and not take control of what motion your body makes, too, right?
Because, like, if it wants to wear a certain outfit and you're like, I'm not wearing that.
You'll just, like, pull that. Or, like, it got some Doritos. Do you want to eat these? Yes, I do.
And I'm telling you, like, there's been many outfits that I have my body has chosen to wear that I was like, no. And then it's like, well, then why are you asking? So do it. And then I just could tell.
Something about the energy of the day.
Yeah, it aligned. It's like my body was happy, so I was happy. I like using Om these days to clear my mind.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that too.
I like doing Om with my crystal singing bowl too. I really like.
So
yes, it's a practice.
You guys, it is a practice. Start strengthening those muscles and really being so gentle with yourself along the way. This, again, is not to beat yourself up or go into judgment of where you've been and what you've done.
The complete opposite of that.
Exactly. Because, again, that is what we think, that's what we automatically would do, is beat ourselves up. So do the opposite of what you would normally do.
Totally.
And have fun being a mischievous little shit disturber today. And share with us anything that comes up or anything.
Yes, please do.
Any questions you might have.
And if you guys want, we are starting on Monday. We're going to do a 30-day energy pulse called Project Simplicity, where we're really going to, like, focus on more of, like, energy and, like, feeling the energy of what you want your life to be, and then pulling that in and then doing the opposite of what you would normally do and listening to your body.
Yeah, and it's all about, like, receiving things that you normally wouldn't before, because instead you've gone to resistance and reaction to it. Well, this is all about being like, but what if you received it all with no point of view? And what if you could just not let everything bug you all the time? And what if you could just pull a different reality into your life?
It's fun, and there'll be a group of us, like, to support each other, you know, and talk about it. And
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
We will post links here, and you guys can join up. We start on Monday, May 4th at 7:30.
Yeah, it'll be likely at about 7:30 in the morning every morning for the next month. But again, if you don't have time, you can watch the replay, or, like Krista was saying, like, listen to it while you're going about your day.
Exactly.
When I like to listen to it too, like, is early in the morning going for a walk, doing the energy pull, and when you're outside, it's just like I look around and I just pull energy from all over. So
it's pretty well the most magical thing I've ever done in my life.
It is.
So
it really, really, truly
join us if this sounds amazing to you, and have a fabulous day, and hope you guys can get outside today, even if you're working. If you can just on your break maybe go outside if you normally wouldn't do that, or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Have an amazing day, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.